Okay. Haven't done a live morning FOC, but first time for everything. Thought I'd just get this out of the way so I don't have to do it in the evening on tonight or tomorrow. The FOC, I just added some new cover images that were missing. So if you've already been checking, you can go through the video or go through it yourself later. We do our pre-sales every Monday. Your orders have to be in by 8 p.m. Simple, right? All you have to do is go to our website, thecanadiancomicbook.com. Brings you right here. Let's switch that screen up. So there we go. Come to thecanadiancomicbook.com, click on the pre-sales, and let's go see what is available this week. Kicking off with Marvel. Again, we've got Amazing Spider-Man #1, Volume 7. We're just keeping it up until the actual order is due. People have been making orders, which is great. We have bundles available if you're down for that. But we've talked about that multiples of times, multiple videos. The latest Alien, there we go. These covers are great. We do sell out of every issue. We brought in, I think we were able to order 1 and 2 again, so we brought those back in. But yeah, part of the story is through the eyes of the Xenomorph. Cover B, let's check that out. It's kind of fun seeing the alien in like normal settings. Like there's a guy on a bike in a car, and you know. All new Venom #4. We're 1 issue away from finding out who this Venom is. #5 will reveal who the Venom is. But #4 has a really nice Delato cover, and Delato has been signing at CGC. He had a signing just recently. We submitted stuff for customers. I think we did 2 issues for the store, but yeah, he's down in Florida, MegaCon, and signing stuff. We do that from time to time, not often, but the odd time. The connecting cover from Kemen Coley and Peach Momoko Kimono covers. Those have been the theme the last couple weeks, and I kind of like that one, the Gold Venom. Amazing Spider-Man #69. We are getting close to the end of the 8 deaths. I'm not completely sure if this is the last issue or 70 is the last issue, but I have not been keeping up with the storyline at all. Amanda Connor, a little homage to Secret Wars, doing the Invisible Woman cover series that a lot of people are doing. And Scotty Young. I didn't even notice Electro's mask up there. I like that. Marvel Rivals. These have been amazing sellers for us. And this week we've only got the Amazing Spider-Man one, I believe. Last week we had 3 different covers. Next week you'll see some more. Deadpool #12. Deadpool's been a better seller in the last couple of months. I guess like having his daughter take over was pretty interesting. People wanted to check it out. Another Invisible Woman, Todd Knott cover. Hellhunters. A couple of people are picking this up. I don't think we put it on the stands though, so if you're wanting it, you probably should pre-order it. It's kind of like World War II with some Ghost Riders and Wolverines. Helverine has been a pretty good seller. People have been pre-ordering it. We put usually 2 copies on the stands, and usually we sell out. So maybe we'll put a couple more. Maybe we'll jump it to 3 or 4 copies. Invisible Woman variants. I'm not a huge fan of the themed variants. Usually there's 1 or 2 out of the month-long run that they kind of do put them out. That I'm like, oh, that's a good one. There you go, Helverine showing the claws. And Iron Man. I still really like this Iron Man costume, this kind of steampunky vibe. And it's part of the One World Under Doom. There's the Invisible Woman variant. Is that Amanda Condor as well? Nope, it's Elizabeth Torque. But this one, I'm hit and miss on Ian Bertram stuff, but this one I really, really like. Again, I love big giant swords, but his art suits that that character. Namer, last issue of the Jason Aaron run. I haven't heard a single thing. I thought I was going to pick it up and start reading it because I do like Jason Aaron, but I just never did. I guess Namer is not a strong enough pull for me. Straczynski doing his odd pairing miniseries, Nick Fury versus Fin Fang Foom. That is a strange pairing. And you've got Casagrande. I like it. At first I didn't, but then just having Foom in the background with his eye glaring at him, it's pretty cool. I'd rather if Fury had his eye patch on, though. Phoenix number 9. She has been taking on the big guns in her series. This is more of a pre-sale series. Like we bring in copies for the subscribers, the pre-sales. Sometimes we put one on the stands. But that's about it. Peach Momoko Kimono variants. Pacelli. Pacelli used to be a big interior artist. I guess kicking off with Bendis on Ultimate Spider-Man or Spider-Man. But you only see her on covers now. Todd Knock. Iconic Phoenix cover. Power Man Timeless. Power Man is kind of like the... Maestro, I suppose. A Hulk. A future Hulk. Sabretooth, The Dead Don't Talk. Number 4. Number 2 just came out this last week, I believe, and we're sold out. But if you want a copy, just let us know. If anything, we're sold out of anything, you can always reach out, and we'll do our best to bring in a copy, because a lot of times we can just reorder it. There's so many covers where Sabretooth is licking blood off his fingers. It just seems like it happens all the time, or in panels in the stories. Star Wars Legacy of Vader number 2. We sold out at number 1. The A cover is sold out. We can't get that anymore, but some of the B and C variants are available. So if anybody has any interest on those, we can bring some of those in. Star Wars has been taking a bit of a nosedive, so it's hard for us to take a gamble on a Star Wars series because pre-sales weren't like super strong, and I wanted to go bigger, but trying to be like business, just pay attention to how orders for Star Wars have been. Don't go crazy. But then it sold out. So what do you do, eh? Ultimate Spider-Man. I gotta jump back in the series. Like I've read the first 5 issues, and I'll probably just wait for the trade. Volume 2 comes out very soon. Ryan Gonzalez. I'm not a huge fan. It's very colorful and bright, and just makes me think of a My Little Pony cover. Sandoval Sandman cover. Very bulky. And Chichetto has a variant as well. West Coast Avengers. Again, another title will only put 1 or 2 issues on the stand, and most times it sells out. It's kind of crazy how, like you put the same amount of copies on the stand every month, and sometimes you sell out, sometimes you don't, and there's no real rhyme or reason. And another Todd Knock. X Factor number 8, I believe number 9 is the last issue. We got the Summer Brothers, battling it out. And the connecting, what do you call that? The police lineup variants. The Manhunt variants. X-Men number 13. We've got some skeletons, so people who like skull covers might be digging on this. The Storm variant by Ejikure, and Momoko Kimono. I like the different color eyes. And we've got I didn't realize how tiny Magic is. I don't know if that's the actual height, but, there you go. There's a facsimile of Wolverine taking on the Hellfire Club. Always a good issue in the back issue bins. And Daredevil Unleash Hell, we see Muse, and I guess it's a female version of Muse. And we got a nice Momoko. I like it. The bleeding, runny, dark, inky eyes. And we have, who is this one? I don't know who did that art. I didn't put it in the title, or it wasn't in the title. Werewolf by Night. We've got our regular pre-sale buyers. So is this the blood? Is the blood going up into the title, or is it coming down? It looks like it's going up because you see the drops. Very strange. And you've got your tan variant. All right, Fantastic Four number 30. One World Under Doom. Mr. North doing what he does, and the Thing has lost his rocks. And you got your Fantastic Four Disney variant. This is a little homage to Mike Waringo and the Mark Waid run. That was a really good first story with Doom by them. Doom becomes a Sorcerer Supreme, or not Sorcerer Supreme, but he takes on magic to fight the Fantastic Four. If you've never read it, I would go back and check that one out because it's a really, really fun storyline. You got Lee and Hyuk. And there is a spoiler variant. Don't know what it's going to spoil. It's going to spoil something. And the foil. There you go. More expensive. But if you like shiny things, Momoko Kimono. I like how you can see the eye through the hand. That's kind of a fun idea, fun thing to draw. And here's a big one, Godzilla, Fantastic Four. There's going to be a bunch of one-shots, and I know Hulk's one of them. I think Spider-Man is one, but I'm not sure what the rest are. But Fantastic Four is kicking it off. I do like this Nick Bradshaw homage to the... it looks like a Dark Horse one. But the boxing battle poster, that's a cool one. There is a wraparound by Mr. Yu. And you can see a little more, not just Fantastic Four, it's like the whole Marvel Universe taking him on. The Bagley foil, not a big fan of that. I used to love Bagley, and he did a lot for me reading Spider-Man, and he was a guy who could pump out issues back in the day, but now I'm just, I'm over it. Momoko. I like Thing sitting on the Invisibubble. And a Scotty Young, of course. He does everything for Marvel. And a bundle if you want all 7. Save yourself 15%. All right, that's the Marvels. Let's see what's next for DC. Remember, 8 p.m. On Monday is the deadline. Then we just close these down. Again, we're keeping Batman 158. It should be coming up soon, though. So, you know. House by the Sea was on FOC last week. They pushed it back, but we do have the B cover by Levitt. Absolute Superman 5 also got pushed back, so it's not due this week. We'll keep it up, but it got pushed back to a previous week, and we don't have the Jay Lee cover yet. Secret Six, you know, every now and again, Secret Six title comes out, and you know, it is what it is. If you're a fan, you'll probably go in for this, but you know, they never really do much. There you go. There's a foil. There's 2 foils. I don't know why they needed 2 foils for this, but they went for it. Justice League Atom. We sold some number 1s. I don't think anybody picked up number 2. There might have been a pre-sale for 1 or 2 copies, but we'll likely not put number 3 on the stands just because no one's buying it. I do recommend the Jenny Sparks series that has her pairing off with a crazy Atom who thinks he is a god and wants to convince everybody he's a god. It's a really good story. We have the other side of this connecting cover on the stands right now. And I'll probably be picking this up because I'm a Constantine fan. If he's on the cover, I'm going to buy that for my little collection. Sometimes I grab all the covers just because he's in the story. Ryan Johnson, another one if you're into those bright ones. And Jenny Frison doing the International Women's Month. Is that it? Women's Day. Poison Ivy, number 31. I'm wondering if they're keeping everything black and white and just them colored, or if the cover is not quite finished yet. And we just added this Eon cover. The last time I've seen Eon was a Vampirella cover. I haven't seen this artist do anything. I don't get to keep up with artists and everything, but yeah, that just got added, and it's a nice cover. And we got our Jenny Frison, always a classic. And yeah, just the 3 this month with that. The Batgirl cover, I really like this cover. I like the darkness and the bright flowers, and it looks like there's, I don't know if it's moonlight or a spotlight, but I gotta say that's a really good cover. We got Wada, Shazam. We have not had a Shazam sale in a long time. I didn't even put all the covers up because I'm just like, but some people like the classic retro feel, so I threw that one up there. JSA, number 5, cover A. We got Sweeney Boo there, and Ethan Young. So 3 choices there. Two-Face, number 4. He's kind of combating with himself. It looks, yeah, I don't know. It looks like a Venom symbiote, like Eddie fighting with Venom. Our Christian Ward. And Teen Titans Go. I'm glad, because I like when kid comics are coming out, and there's kids always looking for Teen Titans Go, and the back issues actually are expensive. So we're probably going to bring a bunch of this in and be able to have a cheap Teen Titans Go comic for people. It's just the standard and a blank. We might bring some blanks in for convention time. 612, one of the most popular issues of the Batman Hush. Batman taking on Superman, and we're going to have a foil cover as well. And the facsimile this week is Brave and the Bold number 30. Is it the first Amazo? Yeah, I believe that's the first Amazo, and you got your foil, and I do like the pink cover. It's a nice breakup, of just having white. And this was pushed back a while ago. So if you already ordered it, you're fine. Yeah. This is a B cover. All right, that's it for Marvel. That's it for DC. Let's hit up the indies. There's going to be a lot of repeats, and I think this is the last week we can order Mark Spears Monsters number 4. I'm pretty sure it is, but there you go. You can get we've been looking at this for the last month. So. And a lot of these distillery books, some of them are on this week's pre-sale, and some of them have been pushed back again. We've been talking about them. They've been up for so long. You can click through those. Again, Heat Seeker's been up for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Sega's been up there the last little while. Silverhawks, we've already talked about that. Lenore issue 2, again, was pushed back. I think it's on this week's FOC. Here's the new stuff. Cowboy with many hats. It's a one-shot. If you like Westerns, you might want to dig this, because there's not a ton of Western comics out there. Papa Duke number 2. This series, they're kind of, I think Sony is working on building something with this. Nice covers. If you like skulls, I actually really like that cover. And then I thought there was a more expensive cover. Oh yeah, it's this guy right here. It's a cool cover, but it's a hollow foil. It's close to $30. Yeah, just shy of 30. Monkey Meat number 1. The summer batch. It's a one-shot from Junie Ba. Juvenile 4. Savage Dragon, one of the lowest printed Image comics, and tough to find. I'm surprised that people aren't buying these to just kind of sit on them for a while, because come 5 years, 10 years from now, trying to find these issues, like some stores don't put this on the stands just because it just doesn't sell. We like to bring in a copy, and yeah, we usually sit on it for a while, and it goes eventually. But Savage Dragon is a low printed thing, and if people start to take an interest years down, they're going to be really tough to find. The latest Walking Dead, Blade Forger, #1 from Mad Cave. Forging blades. Some kind of Conan-esque, maybe. Defenders of the Earth, #5. No cover for that. All right, got our Cruel Kingdom. You like dinosaurs? There you go. So this is more the fantasy-based stuff, not the horror so much. A little sci-fi. And Rick and Morty Spring Breakout. I haven't seen any of the newer Rick and Morty since they changed the voice actors. Not out of like a stance that I'm not going to watch them. It's just I haven't. I'm very behind on television and movies and comics, everything. G.I. Joe hits a 3rd print, and it's got a bunch of nice covers. Kunka, Kendrick Kunka Lim. There you go. Doug Mankey. He's got 2 versions, a clean and a battle damaged. But I did like this wraparound because if you remember from Cobra Commander, if you read that, he gets the blood streak on his mask from one of the other characters, and so we get that on a wraparound. Ultra Mega #8. Is this the last issue? It is the 2nd last issue. So if you're into that kaiju stuff, they're a big expensive book. And Sanford Green does the B cover, and he's coming out with a sequel to what is that Vampire Image series? I've got an ash can right here. Bitterroot. That's right, Bitterroot. There's an ash can. So it's coming out. The first series is really hard to get. They go for some dollars. And anyway, Sanford Green. G.I. Joe #2 is also getting reprinted. We've got our Jason Howard variants. We get 2 different covers. Get the Cobra and the Joes. And Hyde Street #4, Jeff Johns horror series through Ghost Machine. I do like the Ghost Machine stuff, but I always find that a lot of the B and C covers, I don't find them to be crazy interesting by any means. You know, I wish they stood out more. Sam and Twitch. I said last time when I was doing pre-sales that if nobody bought any of the Sam and Twitch off the stands, that we're just going to stop putting on the stands. And then we sold out of the last issue. So I guess Sam and Twitch is going to stay on the stands. There we go. And Babs, last issue from Garth Ennis. I never read it. I probably should, because I do like the fun Garth Ennis when he's kind of just doing a story for fun, you know, nothing serious. Knights versus Samurai, the B cover. This was not on the FOC last week, and so they threw it back on the FOC. Tin Can Society. People say that's a solid read. Void Rivals. We used to sell a lot of Void Rivals, and now we don't sell that much. It did not hold a lot of readers. And even though readers who are picking up G.I. Joe and Transformers, they kind of passed this one by. Back Issue Magazine. We used to have subscribers for this, but now we don't have any. So people who miss Wizard Magazine, maybe you want to try out this comic magazine. You get interviews, you get them going deep dives on, well, this issue is going to have a bunch of indie characters. And Reed Richards' Mr. Fantastic Four. It seems like it's the Mr. issue. Everything's going to be Mr. Freeze, Mr. Fantastic, Mr. Weatherby, Mr. X. So fun. And then there's a Retro Fan magazine, which I've never seen before, but they're on issue 37. Jupiter's Legacy. I really, really liked the series coming out when it was with him and Quietly. I was really into it. I have not picked up any of these, and nobody else has either. Who Are the Power Pals? A new Dark Horse series. Dwayne Murphy, Ahmad Rafat, and Rob Jones. It gets a Matt Kint B cover, known for Mind Management and Berserker. Exorcism at 1600 pen, number 4. We sold out of number 3. Usually we cut our numbers down as the series goes on if the subscribers don't like grow. But maybe we should put a couple more on the stands for next month and try to get number 3 back in. My Little Pony, Case of the Missing Puff. There you go. B cover, Sonic 77. Sonic does really well for us. The ratios go for good money, so we always bring enough in to at least get one ratio. I do like that B cover. I feel like this one is going to be a stronger seller. And Tinian's Wind is kind of a younger based fantasy story. Probably dying for like an anime or an animated series on Netflix or something. More Distillery, the latest Life issue. And again, these Distillery issues, a lot of the times they get pushed back. So whether or not they stay on this week's FOC, we'll find out. Midnight Airlines by Andolfo, a new series written and drawn. Andolfo's got her fans. The B cover is not available, nor is the redacted cover. So I wouldn't hold for these actually being available to order this week, but if they do get pushed back, they'll just stay on our FOC until they're fully orderable. One for Sorrow from Jamie McKelvey. He's a writer and artist that people really seem to like, and see what he does with that. White Boat number 3 back on FOC. This thing's like 8 months late, maybe. Snyder and Francavilla. B cover we don't have. You Won't Feel a Thing number 2. We don't have the covers yet. Green Hornet, Miss Fury 3, and a new Thundercat series. Do we need it? I don't know, but I guess you can't always judge what you sell in your own store compared to what goes on all over the world. We don't have a huge Thundercat following in Stayner, Ontario, or our subscribers from around the country. But you never know. Some people try out a new issue here and there. Bagley, Jay Lee. I say Jay Lee cover is the best cover of all of them. But I like Jay Lee. And there's a foil one if you like. All right. Betty and Veronica, Friends Forever. Once Upon a Time. There you go. Once Upon a Time. And there is a nice B cover with Jughead, Beauty and the Burger. And we've got a bunch of Zenoscope covers. So if you like those sexy dame covers, this is the spot to go, I suppose. John Royale. I don't know if it's Royale or if it's just Royal. It's got the E at the end. Maybe Royale. Anyway, Campbell Field. Josh Burns. And we've got our Tales of Terror. Another Johnny R. Like, it's crazy how much it's a Campbell. I know they work together. I don't know if he was trained by Campbell or if they were just working in the same studio or in Friends, but so similar. Igor Vittoria? Vitorino. Completely wrong. Got a couple covers here. Boom, boom. Guillermo. We've got another Johnny Royale. He likes to draw his boobs perky. Ivan Tao. I like this one. Because I like the Ivan Tao work. Chelsea here does not. She's not a fan of the Tao work. Says it looks too weird. Another Vitorino. And the last one is Mr. Royale. Okay, that's it, guys. That was the FOC. We nailed it down in about 40 minutes or so. I've got time to work before the store opens, and I'm going to hide in my office, actually. We got Raph working the sales counters today. So FOC is due Monday by 8 p.m. You can get your orders in before then. You don't have to wait till Monday at 7 o'clock. Anyway, I'll see you guys later, and enjoy the day. enjoy the day.